So this week I thought I'd do something a bit more technique related because I've been focusing on scales and things over the past few weeks. So I thought I'd pick a picking exercise. Now I'm going to play it fingerstyle, but it's a really good pick workout as well, especially if you channel your inner Steve Morse and alternate pick this. This is a really challenging workout if you do it that way. You can sweep pick it as well, so if you want to have a go at it that way, it's worthwhile doing that as well. But in terms of the video, I'll split it up into two parts. The first part is just introducing the pattern to you, getting that under your fingers, and then the second part is a little arpeggio sequence that I like to use that gives you a kind of a minor seventh arpeggio workout as well, and then I'll play through it at the end. Okay, so let's focus in and do this first part then. Okay, let's look at the sequence we're going to use for this. It's a little 11 note sequence, and because it's got an odd number of notes, if you're using a strict picking pattern, either strict alternate picking or my fingerstyle approach, it's going to change around every time you go around that pattern, and that's the point of it really. And the arpeggio that I'm going to use to demonstrate this is up on the 12th fret. It's the A minor 7th arpeggio. So I'm just using these 5 notes, so 2 on the E string, 1 on the B, 2 on the G string. And the pattern itself looks like this. So hopefully you can see 4 notes descending, then another 4 notes, and then 3 notes ascending. Now I'm picking this with the fixed pattern that I always use, which is thumb, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. But as I say, if you want to channel your inner Steve Morse and use an alternate picking pattern, it's a really good alternate picking exercise as well. Just see how you can get on with that. It's a pretty hard one, as you can see. I make mistakes on this as well, because there's so much string switching and because the pattern's cycling around as well, and that's really the point of it. So don't worry if you're going to make mistakes. You're bound to make mistakes. These are about as hard as they get when it comes to picking exercises. So pretty challenging stuff, but I wanted to give my left hand a workout as well. So what I've done is I've created an arpeggio sequence that you can use against this. It goes through all 4 minor 7th inversions, so it gives each one of these shapes an even go as well. Let's work through that. So when I do a picking exercise like this, I like to give my left hand a workout as well, but I want to keep that structure. So, and the structure for this pattern is 2 notes, 1, 2 notes, if you remember. And so, but I want to change the arpeggio underneath that, but still maintain that kind of structure across the strings. And a nice little arpeggio sequence that you can do that gives you a left-handed workout is this one. So I'd start with an E minor 7th up on the 12th fret, but I'd finger it a little bit differently. So 2 notes on the E string, 1 on the B, and then instead of playing the B on the 12th fret, I'd reach out for the B on the G string, and that gives me that 2 notes, 1 note, 2 notes shape. And then from the E minor 7th I'd go to an F sharp minor 7th. Hopefully you can see that, so I'm starting on the 14th fret, 12th, 14th, 14th. And then to a B minor 7th, just here. So what am I playing there? 14th, 10, 12th, 14th, and 11th, just there. And then I'd slide down to an F sharp minor around the 9th fret, which is based on this kind of the A A minor bar chord that we started with. And then I drop down to a B minor around the 7th fret, but with that strange fingering that we started with up on the 12th fret. And then I'd work back up again, so F sharp minor, then B minor, F sharp minor, E minor, and so that's really what I do in order to really drill this and practice in. I'd be moving up and down that arpeggio pattern whilst maintaining that picking pattern. So that's it. It's about as tough as a picking exercise gets, so don't expect to get this straight away. It's going to take a while before you have the skills to really be able to play through this. But it's worthwhile doing it because it really does sort of help you synchronize left hand, right hand, builds up that right hand accuracy as well, which is why I like to do these kinds of things. I'll tab it and make that available to my Patreons, but you should be able to see how it works just by watching the video. Anyway, let's catch up next time. Goodbye.